gooning all day, cucking all day, smoking all day, and he just got another title shot. Now, I understand that the Thanksgiving announcements are still fresh in our minds, and the biggest talking points from those announcements was the fact that Paddy Pimblett versus Justin Gaethje is an interim title fight. The fact that Diego Lopez is getting a rematch with Volk, even though Mavzar and Lerone still exist, and even how well is Amanda Nunes going to look versus Kayla Harrison. Some people are talking about that. But what I don't think people are talking about enough is the fact that Sean O'Malley, for the first time in his career, is not getting industry plant privileges. He's not skipping a massive line to get a number one contenders fight. He's not getting undeserved title shots. He's not nothing. It's literally just nothing. It's literally just him being treated as a regular contender, fighting another contender, trying to maintain their spots. Both got something to prove. I can't wait for this. And y'all should be looking forward to this. And I just want to throw this out there as well. I'm actually a Sean O'Malley fan, but I have to be completely honest. He has benefited extremely heavily from Dana White privilege. I know it, you know it, the entire community knows it, even his most diehard fans know it. It is an undeniable fact. And when you compare it to what other contenders who were in the similar situation had to do, it's even more evident. So let's go over it real quick. Let's go over and quantify just how much privilege he actually had. So let's look at what Corey Sandhagen had to do in his first several fights before he fought Petr Yan, which is his first number one contenders fight that would have given him a title shot, right? Look at what he had to do. Opponents' combined records had a 80% pro MMA win rate and a 72% UFC win rate. Now, of course, I'm only counting the opponent's record they had prior to fighting Sandhagen, so everything after Sandhagen doesn't count, right? But yeah, nonetheless, look at these numbers, remember these numbers. Pretty impressive, right? Pretty impressive resume. Hagen also fought 5 guys who were ranked in the top 10. 5. He fought 5 top 10 ranked opponents. Look at Sean O'Malley. His combined opponents' records, they only had a fucking 74% win rate in pro MMA with a 55% UFC win rate. The quality of competition isn't even close. And oh, another thing, O'Malley didn't beat a single top 10 ranked opponent. He didn't beat a single top 10 ranked opponent before getting a number one contenders fight while O'Malley was ranked at number 13. That is insane. Like, I don't know if y'all fully understand how insane that is, but I cannot visualize it enough. And I got more examples as to how privileged O'Malley really was, too. Also doesn't help his case at all is the fact that his fight with Petr Yan, a good amount of people thought O'Malley actually lost that fight. A lot of people thought O'Malley lost that fucking fight, but the judges gave it to O'Malley, you feel me? Petr Yan had a pretty solid amount of control time, but I guess during that night, control time didn't matter. Now, it was a close fight. Don't get it twisted. It was a close fight. If you think O'Malley won, it's not an egregious thing to say, but my immediate reaction while watching the fight is that Petr Yan won. Hell, O'Malley himself, his reaction was that Petr Yan won. Because if you look at his body language before Bruce Buffer announced the winner, he didn't look confident that he did enough to win. So, yeah, it's a very suspicious decision, but not the end of the world. So O'Malley beats Petr Yan, and then he gets to fight Aljamain Sterling. Now, Aljamain Sterling is a top 3 bantamweight of all time still, you feel me? I strongly believe that. I actually think he's super underrated. So he fights Aljamain Sterling, and he beats Aljamain Sterling to get the belt. Knocked him out in the second round. Amazing performance, right? But guess what? There's also some privilege behind that, because the UFC gaslit and they peer pressured Aljo into making a 3-month turnaround to fight Sean O'Malley. They intentionally wanted him to be mentally burnt out. They intentionally wanted him to still have nagging injuries from the 5 rounds he just had, plus the training camp before that. They intentionally did that to increase O'Malley's chances of winning. We can't forget that. There's literal video footage of them gaslighting Aljo into taking that fight. So boom, right? O'Malley gets the belt. He's the new champion. So who does he defend the belt against? I mean, there is a guy named Merab Dvalishvili who was on an absolute tear at the time, who was still the number one contender, you feel me? Does he finally get his title shot after being denied it for so long because his best friend was the champ? No. Merab had to take a whole nother fight in the meantime because Sean O'Malley had to go fight Chito Vera. Chito Vera, a guy that was coming off of a split decision victory over Pedro Munoz at the time. That's the guy that's getting a title shot, a guy that's ranked number 6, who hasn't beaten anybody in the top 5, and all of a sudden he's getting a title shot? Are you serious? Easily one of the most undeserving title shots, if not the single most undeserving title shot in the last 5 fucking years, bro. Boom. O'Malley fights Marab finally after getting one fluke title defense. He loses to Marab. So what do you think O'Malley should do? Well, let's look at what other people in similar situations had to do. What did TJ Dillashaw have to do after he lost his belt the first time? What did he have to do to get another title shot? He had to beat Rafael Asunciao, who was the number 3 contender in the world, and then he had to beat John Lineker, who was number 2 in the world. They had a combined pro MMA win rate of like 82 fucking percent. He had to fight some crazy competition before he found his way back to the belt and finally beat Cody Garbrandt, right? What did O'Malley have to do to get his second title shot? Literally fucking nothing. And he just got another title shot. The actual person that he lost to, Merab Dvalishvili, he had to do more to get that rematch versus O'Malley than O'Malley himself had to do. And Merab was the fucking champ. And I might as well throw in another example in there. Piotr Yan, when he lost his belt in the most fluky, bullshit way, stupidest way possible, right? When Piotr Yan did that stupid shit where he kneed Aljo while he was already kneeling, you feel me? Aljo was doing the whole Colin Kaepernick, and Piotr Yan still had the bright idea to knee him. Stupidest decision I've ever seen in a championship fight. But with that being said, Yan did some dumb shit. And they was hating on Aljo more than they was hating on Yan. But guess what? Piotr Yan still had to go and fight Corey Sandhagen before he got his second title shot. Like, what did O'Malley have to do? Once again, absolutely fucking nothing. O'Malley literally did nothing. So boom, here we are in late 2025, November 2025. Sean O'Malley, in his most recent fight, he lost to Merab. That's 2 losses on the road to Merab. Now, what does he have to do, right? The privileges ran out. They can't give him any more undeserved title shots. They can't justify that. They can't give him a number 1 contenders fight. They can't justify that. Now he has no choice but to fight actual contenders, and that is when Song Yadong comes in. O'Malley's currently ranked number 2 or number 3, I can't remember exactly which one, and now he's fighting Song Yadong at number 5. He'll definitely deserve a title shot again after he beats Song Yadong, or if he beats Song Yadong, I do think that's justifiable, but this is the first time where privilege has not come into consideration, and I'm very excited for it. What do y'all think? I feel like this isn't talked about enough. I feel like people don't cover that fact enough. I cannot wait to watch Sean O'Malley without privilege fight. He might have a whole different chip on his shoulder. This might be a new mythical fighter we're looking at, you feel me? So, yeah, y'all let me know. Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and let's go for that.